Hello and welcome to Coaster Curt's commentary. I am Coaster Curt and this is my 2025 roller coaster rating series, where I rate all 103 roller coasters that I rode in 2025. I used a unique 10 metric system to rate roller coasters, and I explain everything about it in my coaster ratings explanation video that I will link down in the description. Up first in this series is the incredible collection of roller coasters at the roller coaster capital of the world, Cedar Point.
Valravn. It's a really good dive coaster. It is the tallest dive coaster that I've done. It's 223 foot tall and has a 214 foot drop. I really liked it. It's my first hyper dive coaster. Intensity, I don't think it's all that intense. I'm going to give it like an 8 for intensity. It's more intense than Rougarou and Siren's Curse, but definitely not as intense as Top Thrill or Steel Vengeance. So yeah, that makes sense. 8 for intensity. Pacing, it's kind of a slower pace ride, but it does it really well. I'm going to give it like a 7 for pacing. Yeah. Operations, they were running 3 trains. They were getting them in and out. It is a capacity machine. Each train holds 24 passengers on a dive coaster. That's pretty impressive. I'm going to give them probably a 9 or 10. Let's do a 9, because one time I was waiting in line and somebody threw up on the ride and they put the ride down for 25 minutes. 25 minutes to clean up throw up is a little much, but you know, I've seen them do it on Superman Krypton Coaster in less than 5. Smoothness. This one, yeah, it gets a perfect 10 for smoothness. It's a gigantic B&M track. It's the widest, biggest, thickest B&M track I think I've ever seen. It's really smooth. The layout is a little bit lackluster. It doesn't have all those crazy elements. Like, I think about Dr. Diabolical having, like, a better layout than this. So, I'm going to give it, like, a 7. Probably a 7 for layout. Sense of speed. Those vest restraints kind of feel like you're slowing down a little bit. And it doesn't go... It goes 70. I was like, it doesn't go that fast. It goes 75 miles an hour. I'm going to give it, like, a 7 for sense of speed. It just doesn't feel that fast because it is so smooth. And the vest restraints, which we're about to talk about, kind of restrict you a little bit. The restraints I really like. They're the rubber vest restraints with the bigger loop. I like those restraints. And it goes down, like, say it's the top of your thighs. I give the restraints probably a 9, only docking them because they take away from the sense of speed just a little bit. Theming. There's a lot of theming with this ride. I didn't really hear very much onboard music, or like throughout the ride music. The queue line has a lot of decoration and it looks really good. There's a beautiful Valravn sign out front and it tells like the history of the Valravn. We're going to give it a 9. 9 for theming. Airtime, there's very little. There is a hill towards the end, but it's not like crazy. We're going to give it like a 5 for airtime. Significance, it has a little bit of significance to me because the biggest V&M dive I've ridden, and it kind of gives me a little preview for the new Giga Dive at Over Texas, which I'm really excited about this coming out next year. But for the park in general, it's not the most significant ride. For the industry overall, I think it is pretty significant because it kind of proves that you can build these gigantic dive coasters like that. I think this kind of paved the way for Yukon Striker, and then Wrath of Rakshasa, I think, are the newer dive coasters that are bigger and better than this one. We're gonna give it like a 7 for significance. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Valravn gets a 7.8 out of 10. This massive dive coaster is one of the smoothest B&M coasters I've ever ridden, with great theming and restraints, not to mention operations that keep the wait time to a minimum. It's easy to see why this ride gets such a solid score on my coaster rating scale. This is a very fun and entertaining ride, so it's definitely worth riding when you visit Cedar Point. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to follow along in my roller coaster rating series. Thank you for watching Coaster Curt's commentary, and don't forget to enjoy the ride.